Taking a look at today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the NASDAQ 100 futures as we're experiencing a shift in momentum today in the futures markets, or the equity index futures markets. NASDAQ futures were up about 1.5% initially, pushing up to the highest level in 7 sessions, which also corresponded with the highest level in a little over a month when you look at the general trends. But then throughout the day, a shift in sentiment, a shift in momentum, and now we're experiencing the NASDAQ futures lower on the session, as are all the other equity index futures markets. And currently looking at the NASDAQ futures right around 11,900 or just below there, which is down about 1% or just shy of 1% currently. And I think when you look at some of the driving factors today, now initially it appeared that the markets were benefiting from the trends that were established late last week, where we did see some nice higher price action late in the week. Initially this morning, some positive earnings announcements, some carryover, and some upside, as I mentioned, pushing the NASDAQ futures up to the highest level in 7 sessions. But then we started getting some storylines and narratives breaking, particularly coming from Apple. Apple indicating that they are going to potentially reduce hiring and reduce spending going into 2023. And that storyline kind of worked its way into other parts of the market. And we did see that coming out of some other corporations and entities indicating that the potential of that also being something that they're looking at over the next 6 months to a year. And I think that was enough to shift the sentiment in the market to push the markets then lower throughout the rest of the session, as we did see all the major equity index futures markets down on the day. NASDAQ and the S&P futures were down about the same, as were the Dow futures, really down anywhere between 75 basis points and 100 basis points on the day. Now the Russell futures were down only 0.5% on the day, so I guess relative performance, we did see the Russell futures not realize quite the selling pressure today, but overall, a big shift in momentum as we move through the session today from a positive price action to now closing lower on the session.